Right, good evening, ladies and gents. First one down, a few more to go. Oliver, great to meet you. My name's JoeO'byrne. Have you done any filming before?
Technically speaking, this is my first feature film. Yes.
Excellent. And so, I mean, where are you from, Oliver, if you don't mind me asking?
Republic of Serbia.
And have you been over here long?
6 years.
6 years, right. So, and are you settled in Salford as well?
Yes, let's say in the border between Salford and Prestwich.
Right. Because I recognise quite a few Salford locations in the film there. The Racecourse Hotel, all that sort of stuff was in there. Great location that as well, really like that. So, coming back to your first film, if you can tell us a little bit about the inspiration, where the idea came from. Did you write this as well?
No. I mean, this was my first feature film as director. We were working as a team, the producer, the writer, the crew, like cameraman and sound. So the inspiration was done by a female.
Right.
Her name was Yvonne Carsley.
Yvonne Carsley?
Yes, Yvonne Carsley. She was the author of this bright script.
Right. Excellent. And did you cast it locally as well? All the actors were from around the area. So, in terms of the story that you told and everything like that, I mean, I thought it was quite engaging. The way the character, like the uplifting ending, it's quite a nice touch. The number inside the CD, which obviously buoyed up that type of confidence. So, in terms of approaching the script yourself, did you feel anything needed changing, or did you film everything as it was in the script?
Well, at the beginning I saw the script a bit too long.
Right.
I was reading and I thought, no, this has to be changed, but a bit no. I mean, to be a little bit short than the original.
Right.
And there were some scenes were missing because we were lacking of time. No, everything was done under a rush.
Right.
Ticking the clock, you know.
Yeah.
So everything has been done very quickly, and I was thinking, well, let's do something artistic with the short time. So I have to make a bit short script. And also I have to fit with the location, because there were some locations originally, like for example a supermarket, and for us it was difficult to speak with the manager to get the location ready, no?
Of course, yeah. So, I mean, in terms of making the script shorter, did you have to have any discussions with the writer? Was the writer okay with that, or was she a bit precious with the script? Or?
Well, at the beginning she was a bit reluctant, but then, due to the lack of time, and of course we were under the pressure of our executive producer, who was telling us, look, you have to work as a team and do a good stuff. So please make sure everything is all right, get ready, speak each other in order to get the job well done.
Yeah, because I mean that in itself as a director, it's, you know, you're hovering over so many different camps, aren't you? There's so many people that, you know, you might be trying to please the writer, you're trying to put your own vision across, you're dealing with sound, you're dealing with actors, locations, time. I mean, I suppose it was a bit of a baptism of fire, was it, doing something like that for the first time yourself? How did you find all that?
To be honest with you and all the staff in here, the people in here, at the beginning there were some difficulties with the people involved.
Right.
So all this filming, the shooting, the producing took us nearly 6 months.
6 months. So was that 6 months from the start of the writing of the script, or 6 months filming the whole thing?
6 months from the inception, from the beginning, the first idea, the first meetings, and also to agree who has to do a job, for example, the location, the cast, and things like that. I was noticing that of all the people involved. Only me was, let's say, following the schedule. And I have to do a lot of job by myself, because the people slowly, step by step, were dropping out.
Oh, I see. Well, that makes your job even more difficult. I mean, and again, congratulations on finishing the project. You've learned a lot from this. What's next for you? Have you got anything else planned from a filming point of view?
Well, yes, actually, I'm involved with the Chris staff. We are doing another, let's say, a bigger production involving people from the BBC, which they will help us. And also, I'm involved in a novel. Hopefully, I am trying to get that novel ready. I got it published, and later, hopefully, that novel will go to the screen. So I have some contacts as well in Manchester and as well in London. And hopefully, in the next year, will be a big one for me, hopefully.
All right. I mean, and it's great to see this coming out of the creative industries in Salford. It's run by Alison Surtees that runs it down there. Do you know Alison?
Yes.
All that. Which, I mean, that's great. And it's on I don't know whether there's any more films from creative industries tonight. There might be. I don't know. But I think that's a fantastic network that they've got going over there, over at Islington Mill. And other producers of good stuff. And it's great to get your first bite of the cherry as a director. And I'm sure I mean, do you want to do more? Are you looking forward to doing more?
Honestly, despite all the difficulties, all the uphill road, I enjoyed each time, especially the last step, which finally I got the film shot, produced, and as you have seen, the final stuff was quite good, I think so. I'm very proud to be part of the Salford stuff, Chris.
Excellent.
And also I hope to start a career in the film industry.
Brilliant. Well, congratulations on getting your first shot done. I think it deserves a round of applause. We'll see if any questions from the audience, if that's all right. Do you want to take some questions?
Let's go on.
Okay. Right, first one here.
You said that was your first directorship. Were you doing film stuff before this then? What was that?
Well, professionally I work as a, let's say, background artist.
Alright.
Yes, so as I go to the set, I am not just doing my job, no, also I study how they are doing all the things, how they are setting the production, moving the cameras. Also I did some courses in filmmaking, and also I have done some video amateur. And also, for the last point, I read a lot of filming and screening and filmmaking.
Any other questions? And then?
What was your budget for that film?
That is a good question indeed. To be honest with you, I spent myself, because nobody else put a penny in this production, around £250. 150 pounds went in, let's say, it was my culprit, parking tickets. And the rest went to the... I twice put the car in the wrong side of the lane, and the timing, everything was in a rush. So, just the food, barely 50 pounds altogether, no? Petrol, food, and things like that.
Any other questions? I love the parking ticket thing, that's great. The biggest part of the budget was on parking tickets. Bless your cotton socks. So traffic wardens are your favourite people out there, are they?
Repeat please?
Traffic wardens, you like traffic wardens then, yeah? You like parking tickets?
Only if I am the responsible for the wrong parking. That's it.
So was made with, was it Salford Creative Industries? I mean, what is that and what is that?
Well, this was a project of Chris, Creative Industries of Salford. And then they usually look for people to encourage to do films and stuff like that, and musicals, for example. And we were picked by them, and they built a team in order to get a product. They told us, look, you have to do a film, you have to do everything, production, screenplay, and things like that, all by yourself as a team. We only will give you the equipment and some help, nothing else. The rest is up to you.
Yeah, the thing about creative industries in Salford, they operate at a Islington mill. I don't know if you know it, just back there. And they've been going a number of years now, run by Alison Surtees. They do a lot of great work in the community. And also, any directors in the room, I'm not sure if anybody has here, but I've had experience working with them and working with people like yourself out in the community. And it's just a fantastic creative hub. She's done particularly well at getting arts council funding, etc., in. But of course, in these difficult times, she's having to fight even more to get that kind of money in and to continue doing the great work that they're doing out there. And I'm sure Oliver's had a great time doing that, to give people the first bite of the cherry.
So when you say in the community, do you have to live in Salford?
I think, from what I can gather, I think predominantly it is for people in Salford, and I think there's a lot of work done with unemployed as well through that kind of thing.
Well, to answer your question, it's not only the people from Salford. No, sometimes there are people from somewhere else. No? For example, Stockport or even Leeds, or for example, our executive producer comes from, I think, West Yorkshire, something like that. And he
in Serbia. Chris gets everywhere. I'll be able to Serbia as well. So, any other questions?
I have another one, sorry. What camera did you shoot it on?
It's a Sony high definition. I don't know the rest of the name of, because I just did the casting and directing job. Well, it's the usual stuff that every filmmaker in video as a professional do.
It's one of those, isn't it? Yeah. Action, never mind all this. That's it. So yeah. Any other questions? Anyway. Okay, that's it. Well done, Oliver, and we'll look forward to seeing you next production.